Do you think, given what we've seen in the labor market for the last 3 months, we've seen this weakening in the last 3 months. I don't know if you believe the numbers or not at this point, but do you think that tiptoes into recession at some point?
I am less concerned about a recession. I'm concerned about the distributional aspects that we've got going here. I'm concerned that working Americans are getting hit harder just because of the high rates. I'm concerned that a lot of the housing affordability crisis is on the mortgage side. So, I am very concerned, and I believe that we do need rate relief. We need to get at least back to neutral.
Isn't it odd that when you talk about lower rates and the Fed expected to cut another time, at least once more, that rates go up? I mean, do you think it's a certainty that as the Fed lowers rates that you're actually going to see a real impact on, for example, mortgage rates?
I do believe that we are seeing we'll see a substantial drop in inflation. I think that the housing numbers are done through imputed rent, that we're going to see, they run on about a 6-month lag. Everything that President Trump is doing in terms of deregulation, which I think is the third leg of his economic policies, that's all disinflationary, and we'll see what happens with this AI boom. Back when the railroads came in, we had this wonderful inflationary growth. At the end of the century, we had the same thing in the 1990s, and everyone asked me, what am I looking for when I interview potential Federal Reserve chairs? And it's just someone with an open mind, who's not looking in the rearview mirror, who's looking forward, who thinks maybe this could be like the 90s, where we saw the office electronics came in, we saw the internet boom. So could the AI boom be like that? Could we have a disinflationary period? Is R star, if it exists, going to move up or down? What's NAIRU? So I want somebody who's looking forward, not backward.